so horrible to me that I think a lot of people were determined to help this black man be successful because of what had happened. And to kind of curate all that, have that place that they worked so hard for you to have, so you would have your own space, be just an amalgamation and curate all the bull that is happening in our community seemed insulted.
Right. And we're talking about, man, some of the same people that rallied around him to make sure.
From the heart, this is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right.
Easy ass video with her and her daddy complaining about something.
Race play, Shannon Sharpe. Race play. I don't even want to talk about this, but the more videos I scroll past talking about Shannon Sharpe and this relationship that he had with this 19-year-old, and it's not just her with the race fetish. He obviously was turned on by these conversations as well, and he only released what she was saying.
If you said that one more time, I'm gonna choke out of you when I see.
They say when you dance with the devil, you better not miss a step, because once you're in, the exit is either silence or scandal. And right now, Shannon Sharpe is finding out what happens when you step out of line with the people who handed you the keys to fame. D.L Hughley just dropped a bombshell on Shannon, accusing him of selling out, getting blackmailed, and now being slowly devoured by the very machine that once celebrated him. What started as whispers is now a full-blown media inferno, and everyone from Cat Williams to D.L Hughley seems to know a lot more than they're saying. But the real question is, did Shannon Sharpe sign something behind closed doors that he can't escape from now? And is this lawsuit just the beginning of the unraveling? D.L Hughley didn't hold back. In fact, his words were sharper than Shannon's takes on Club Shay Shay. He called Shannon out as a man who made a deal with the gatekeepers of the entertainment world, those unseen forces that offer you fame and fortune at a price. According to DL, Shannon didn't just make it in sports or podcasting because of talent alone. He says Shannon is the product of a system that rewards obedience and punishes rebellion. And now, DL claims that Shannon's handlers are turning on him, using secrets, footage, and scandal to remind him who's really in charge.
I thought it got to be too messy, and I said it out loud. I think for a while, Club Shay Shay was like Wendy Williams with a weight set. Like,
I'm letting the successful black men out there know that they are coming through you, through your.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you got freaky better.
Cause this is freaky.
Yeah, we seen it.
Yeah, Michelle told us.
She said it. Yeah.
Michelle told us that he was freaky.
Out there releasing pages and pages of text messages. They're out there releasing audio. It looks to me like both sides are engaged in trying to litigate this in the media before litigating it in a court of law.
And at the heart of this takedown, a staggering $50 million lawsuit filed by Gabriela Zuniga, known online as Gabby. She claims she met Shannon when she was just 19 years old.
I know one thing, if you're 54, you have no reason to be talking to a 19-year-old. She's 22 now, Shannon is 56. I'm so glad that audio of Monique went viral yesterday.
Now, this woman is alleging that Shannon Sharpe her multiple times over the course of a 2-year relationship. The relationship that they had was
and he was well into his mid-50s. The lawsuit alleges Shannon was manipulative, controlling, and even violent behind closed doors. She accuses him of engaging in extreme and non-consensual behavior, and to back it up, she's bringing receipts, text messages, voice notes, and most damning of all, a leaked 30-second sex tape clip that went viral almost instantly. But Shannon isn't taking it lying down. His legal team has dismissed the lawsuit as a fabricated shakedown, orchestrated by Gabby and her lawyer, high-powered attorney Tony Busby. Shannon's camp claims the tape was strategically edited to make him look predatory, while the full 10-minute version tells a very different story. He's even demanded that the entire tape be released to the public.
What is you doing, Unc? You ain't got no business out here with no 20-year-old white girl, with no 20-year-old period. Ain't nothing wrong with being no freak, but be a freak and it makes sense.
Arguing that context is everything. In Shannon's words, he was set up, framed, used. Still, the damage has been done. That clip, just 30 seconds long, was enough to paint him as another fallen star, feeding into long-held stereotypes and suspicions about powerful black men in the entertainment industry. And D.L Hughley says that's no accident. He suggests this is all part of a broader system, one where gatekeepers hold vaults of secrets, videos, and blackmail material to control the careers and reputations of high-profile figures. Shannon, he believes, is just the latest example of what happens when you no longer play by the rules of your handlers.
I know an auntie right now with all ass, all ass 49. got more dimples than a golf ball. You will love it over there.
It's not the first time we've heard this kind of claim. Cat Williams, during his now legendary Club Shay Shay interview, dropped several cryptic clues, saying Shannon had already sold out, and warning him that if he didn't tread carefully, the industry would devour him alive. Cat brought up strange preferences, unusual relationships.
White people pay so much attention to black people if they don't like them. You would think if you didn't like something, why would you be paying attention to it?
And even hinted that Shannon's alliances were shaky. At the time, it seemed like typical Cat Williams shade. But now, people are looking back at that interview with new eyes. And then there's D.L Hughley's blistering takedown of Shannon's show itself. He says Club Shay Shay has turned into nothing more than a drama circus, a spectacle designed to tear down black men for likes, shares, and ad revenue. He called it Wendy Williams with a weight set, a ruthless jab at how the show trades in controversy instead of credibility. D.L even admitted he refused to appear on the show because it had become toxic, nothing more.
Fire. Club Shay Shay is getting messier and messier.
Then a pit stop for celebrities to throw shade, tell half-truths, and cancel one another for clout. It's a harsh assessment, but one that hits home when you consider the path Shannon has taken. After years of respect in the sports world, he suddenly pivoted into viral media stardom, hosting explosive interviews that racked up millions of views. But now, some are questioning whether that fame came with strings attached. Did Shannon make a deal with the devil to launch Club Shay Shay into the stratosphere? And is this lawsuit part of the price he's now forced to pay? The details in the lawsuit are disturbing, no doubt. Gabby alleges that Shannon used his power and status to coerce her into a disturbing, sexually charged relationship. She claims he made racially charged comments, insisted on demeaning roleplay, and even flew her across the country under false pretenses. According to her, he violated her physically and emotionally. But Shannon insists it was all consensual, that their interactions were mutual, and that Gabby is now weaponizing their past for financial gain. He even released partial screenshots of conversations that show Gabby joking and laughing during their encounters. Still, D.L and Cat are pushing a different narrative, one that suggests Gabby might be just a pawn in a much bigger game. A game where secret societies, oaths, and power brokers control everything from career trajectories to public scandals. D.L says Shannon is being reminded of his place, punished for either trying to break free or failing to uphold some hidden allegiance. It's a chilling idea, that the higher you rise in the entertainment world, the more you become a puppet on a string. And while the public continues to debate Shannon's guilt or innocence, the timing of this scandal raises eyebrows. Just as Shannon is expanding his media presence, signing big deals, and gaining influence outside of sports, this lawsuit drops like a bomb. Is it a coincidence? Or is someone trying to knock him down a few pegs before he gets too powerful? D.L and Cat seem to think it's the latter. Online, fans are torn. Some say D.L and Cat went too far, airing dirty laundry and dragging a man who's already under fire. Others believe they're pulling back the curtain on an industry that's far darker than most of us realize. They say Shannon is just the latest in a long line of black celebrities who are built up to be broken down, and that what we're seeing now isn't justice, it's a warning. Either way, one thing is certain, Shannon Sharpe is in the fight of his life, not just in the courtroom, but in the court of public opinion. His reputation, his legacy, and possibly his career are on the line. And the people pointing fingers at him aren't just trolls on social media. They're veteran insiders like D.L Hughley and Cat Williams, who seem to know where the bodies are buried. So what comes next? Will the full sex tape get released and clear Shannon's name? Will more allegations surface? Or is this just the start of a long, brutal campaign to tear him down piece by piece? One thing's for sure. When you play the fame game with the industry's elite, you better know the rules. Because as Shannon Sharpe is learning the hard way, once they decide your time is up, there's no such thing as a graceful exit.